You know the deli brand Boar's Head that does
Oh,
like deli
yes.
meats
Very
and cheese
familiar
and
with
stuff?
Boar's Head.
Yeah, on their website, in their hiring and training section, they say, Boar's Head is part of the Tent Coalition for Refugees in the United States, exploring hiring, training, and mentoring opportunities for refugees across the country. And today, news broke about U.S. Department of Agriculture inspectors turned up dozens of violations at a Boar's Head plant in Virginia, now linked to a nationwide recall of deli meats, according to new records, including mold, mildew, and insects repeatedly found throughout the site. So all those refugees they've been hiring led to rotten and rancid meat. Right.
Hmm.
If only somebody could have predicted this.
If only. All right. So I don't really remember where I was because it's been a few days since I played this, so I'm going to have to reevaluate things a little bit. Whoa, my dude is stuck. What the hell? Oh, don't tell me this is going to, like, glitch me out or something. It is. Well, maybe I can just end the day, even though I think that's kind of bad for me. If I'm glitched, I'm glitched. Right, now we're good. All right, I need a bunch of different flights orders here. So how was your day?
Sorry.
Have you seen that one story that's been circulating around X lately about Bill Clinton right after the Lewinsky scandal?
What specifically are you referring to?
So I guess after the Lewinsky stuff happened, the story goes that Hillary Clinton didn't speak to Bill for 8 months, and what finally
Yeah, and
broke,
then
yeah, bombing
yeah,
Syria.
she finally talked to him because she was like, "Hey, bomb Serbia," and then he did that. They're like, "Wow, we got involved in the Yugoslav war just so that Bill could get Hillary to fucking let it go." And I'm sitting here like, no, what it does is it shows Hillary's character, which is that she realized when he did that that she had leverage to get whatever she wanted, and she spent it on war because she's a bloodthirsty maniac. Like, if your husband is the president of the United States, then he will do literally anything in order to get you to let his affair go, and you pick that, it's just fucking sad. You know, if Hillary was a better person, imagine if she was like, "Hey, let's go back to the moon and do more space stuff." Have a
Right.
colony on Mars right now.
But yeah, as far as I know, you didn't really miss out on any like news today or anything. It was pretty quiet.
All right. I just got home, and Twitter trending was like there were 3 different things about the Supreme Court. So I was like, "What the fuck?"
Madrid.
So that game Concord lost Sony nearly $200 million,
Mm-hmm.
and it was such a colossal gigaflop that they're actually going to increase the price of the PS5 to make up for how much money they lost.
Sucks to be someone who doesn't already have it, I guess.
Oh, wow.
What an L.
Yeah, especially because like people told him that it wasn't going to sell because it was diversity slop. Like literally, Concord is first of all, it's a hero shooter like Overwatch, and
Mm-hmm.
those have not been selling very well lately.
Mm-hmm.
People are tired of that. You know, the fad has passed. So if you're not introducing something spectacular, it's a non-starter. Especially if you're going to ask people to fucking pay for it, because a lot of those are free. Then it gets even worse because they decided to make it focused on diversity slop characters, and it's like, who the fuck? Why would you think that this was a good idea? Some people, I think they're just fucking brain dead.
um, I could get some like with 280 or less. Lego Star Wars is good, Big Country. That was a good game. I liked it. Anything tomorrow? Hmm. Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb?
That was loud.
My bad.
Oh wow, that's actually pretty good. Check this out.
I don't get it. What am
It's a
I
chandelier.
gonna...
It's a chandelier, but it identifies as a TV. But
Oh.
when you say that it's not passing as a TV and it's very obviously a chandelier, it hangs itself.
Oh, boy. Okay. I mean, that's not bad.
Die weiße Zone ist zum Ein- und Aussteigen reserviert. In der roten Zone herrscht Parkverbot.
The top of the range fuel. I want the no. Sure. What else can I do?
Oh man, I wonder how that went. Wow. You gotta wonder how bad their fucking internals are looking. Walt spent the day campaigning in Boston.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
I keep saying it. They are running a campaign that is either assuming they're definitely going to lose or assuming they're definitely going to win. Lincoln Project made a video? Okay. They do tend to do that, don't they?
Yes, what? I want to. Well, the argument. 1 minute. As far as. Good morning. There's been a bomb in. I can't talk.
We need Potsdams and Bitterfields. Yes. Yeah. Ah. Fine. What if Kamala Harris's next announced policy is to lock Hillary Clinton up?
I mean, I think that's the only thing that's left because, like, bro, literally, the wall was talked about as being the impossible fucking thing, and yet here she is. Jesus. All right, I'll be right back.
I think I saw that a while ago, Austin. I feel like that's old. I feel like I've seen that before. Happy? Son of a bitch. Do I have? Yeah, I feel like I've seen that, but maybe I saw one that was just kind of similar. The thing is, the Lincoln Project is not even trying to pretend that they're trying to restore the Republican Party. Everything they do is a full-throated endorsement of left-wing values. Like, it'd be one thing if they were legitimately made up of, like, former Republicans who just don't like the way the party has gone with Trump and are willing to take drastic members to get it back to the way that it was. No, they're trying to turn it into something that is different from what it's ever been. I think Rebirth was better, but that's mostly just because it had more to do. It was open world. There's a little bit more going on in it. I think you could make a pretty good argument that Remake is a tighter, though, and some people are going to prefer that. Can I take that? Tuesday? Yeah, I can take that shit. Man, I barely make any fucking money on that flight, though. But I gotta do it. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, they can't even hide behind their old story anymore. Like, it doesn't work at all.
Is that it? Is that it?
There's just more to do in Rebirth, I think, ultimately. Well, that is very worth it, even if this becomes not so worth it anymore. Atlantis to London. There's no way, right? Maybe? Maybe? Oh, that is fucking nice, man. 188 starting tomorrow. Okay, you want to hear a joke? A woman is very afraid of the size of her opening. Rome to Dakar. Okay, can we find a small London to Moscow on Tuesday by any chance? Doubt it, but always worth a try. All right. Oh my god, this plane's fucking falling apart. Back. I can get closer to Tokyo from London. And that's the Potsdam. Okay, that makes it better. So, Copenhagen to Tokyo tomorrow. What's up?
I had most of a pizza just now when I got home because my parents got pizza,
Mm-hmm.
so I had the leftovers. I haven't eaten anything today other than that, so like I'm still hungry. So I'm sitting here like it's not too late for me to not go get something. Now is it? But I'm like I don't know if I should because I already that's a lot, but like I'm still hungry.
Mm-hmm. Well, the heart wants what it wants, right? Oh, the Supreme Court thing that you saw was probably the Supreme Court striking down Biden's forgiveness of student loan stuff again.
Nice.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Well, I'm glad that the Supreme Court did that for no other reason than I'm tired of the whole teasing thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if if they're gonna forgive this shit, then just forgive it. But if it's gonna get shut down, it has to be emphatically, so that way I don't move forward thinking that it might just be free money.
It's free real estate.
Exactly.
Okay, so Copenhagen Tokyo. I don't think there's any getting out of that. Singapore to London, maybe. We need to try to reduce things there.
Der Falkenlinsflug aus.
God, it is such a pain in the ass dealing with the Asian countries. Okay, I need some small stuff. That's the important one.
Hello. Can you bring? We offer you at first. I'm looking. Nothing.
Right. Okay. Well, at least we got a little something there. Ooh. There we go. Yes, perfect. Oh my god, I am proud of myself for finding my way out of that one. Mm.
I'd love Carl. My place. I'd like. Is please. Is that it?
180 on Friday. Okay. 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 Riyadh to Dakar. God, I wish I knew geography. I don't even know what those countries are.
Say the countries again.
Riyadh, it's like Riyadh.
Oh,
Riyadh.
Riyadh. It's I want to say it's the capital of Qatar.
And then Dakar, Dakar. God, I'm ignorant about that part of the world. Good Lord.
All right. It wasn't the capital of Qatar. Riyadh is the capital of Saudi Arabia, and you said Dakar is the capital of Senegal, and Senegal is it's got to be in India, right? No. Thinking of Bengal. Senegal is African country, Africa somewhere.
Yeah.
Map says Senegal is West Africa.
I did not pay attention in
That's fine.
geometry class.
Well, I like I like DeMarcus Cousins' answer when a European was making fun of him for not knowing about European geography, and he was like, "Okay, I want you to look at a map of the United States and show me where Alabama is." And the reporter was all stammering and everything, and he's like, "Yeah, that's what I thought." And I'm all like, "Fucking perfect, exactly." Like, you know geography about the part of the world that you live in. And if you know geography about more than that, it's because you had a reason to learn it. And class alone isn't enough reason because people barely retain anything that they learn in school if they didn't like school or if they were bored or if they didn't care. You know, so it's a lot easier for me to be able to retain where in the world places are because I play Paradox Interactive autism simulators where you paint the map.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where how I know where stuff is because I'm like, oh, that's this place. Or if it's someplace in the Middle East, I probably know where it is because I've had friends that got deployed there.
Mm-hmm.
Bless.
Behold, my greatest invention, rat ball.
Ah, perfectly stretched nutsack. How is Barry even making all these poop images, man?
Presumably AI.
Well, I know he's not doing it with Grok.
I mean, they're pretty good. It's just I don't,
Want to constantly see it, especially when you're trying to eat. Like,
mhm,
I
mhm.
routinely eat when I'm
Yeah.
scrolling through Twitter. Wow. He does look like a fucking rat too, Jesus.
London to Warsaw. Yeah. So big ones for Friday, maybe? Maybe a big one for Friday. Try this. Hmm.
Now that's about as pathetic a thing as I've ever seen. Check this out.
Mhm.
Lefties online trying to say that Trump is lying about his height, and he's actually shorter than he claims to be. Because they post a picture of Trump standing next to Charlie Kirk, and they're all like, Charlie Kirk is 6'1", and Trump, if he's 6'3", why is he shorter than Charlie Kirk? But the thing is, if Charlie Kirk is actually 6'5",
Right.
and what they did to claim that Charlie Kirk was 6'1" is Google post the height based off of what it says in the Wikipedia articles.
Mhm.
They edited his Wikipedia article to make him 6'1", so that Google would return the result if you Googled what his height was as being 6'1". I'm like, that is really fucking deranged.
Mhm. It is. Hmm. Okay, so I need stuff mostly for Saturday now. I can only vote for him so hard. I'm already voting for him. You don't have to sell me on him. He didn't even want to take the fucking shot, but he was forced to because Dwayne Wade was out. This is the guy you guys want to tell me is better than Jordan?
He literally forces his kid to refer to him as GOAT. It's unbelievable to me.
Did you guys see the Miami Heat game?
Did anyone see it? LeBron's face.
After he made the slant pass, the uncontested slant pass, did you see the look in his eyes?
Like, woo! I have finally made a game win.
I just wonder what was going through his mind when he made that video. Did he know that he would be making one of the all-time great bangers? Like one of the greatest videos in human history?
I want to believe that he did, because the magic of El Presador is that he knows that everything that he creates is a banger waiting to happen. Oh, the hate that Concord is getting for being such a colossal gigaflop is even more justified, because in order to get that humongous budget that they used to make this flop game, they shut down the studio that made Bloodborne.
Bloodborne?
Yeah.
Jesus. Well, that's
And that, yeah,
inexcusable.
that was a pretty big hit for Sony. I mean, the next time EA comes out with a big flop, that's all we're going to be saying, is it's like they decided to waste money on this shit instead of Dead Space 2, which was a guaranteed profit.
Mm-hmm.
It was a fucking layup, and instead, nope, let's make Slop Simulator 9001.
How long will it be before these game companies realize what a dead end it is to try this stuff? Even the people praising like Dustborn are not playing it.
Carl is my place. Yeah. Please is
Masato, please delete that post. Remember that time you were arguing on X with that African American guy, and then he made the Planet of the Apes reference? That was pretty good.
Every time I'm racist on the internet, this is the song playing in my head.
my place. Okay. Please.
Great, now I can't even set the record straight. Can we get some Wednesdays for the big one? Can we get it?
Achtung, Sicherheitshinweis. Bitte lassen Sie Ihr Gepäck nicht unbeaufsichtigt. Security advice. Please do not leave your baggage unattended.
Oh yeah, that's super fucking worth it. I could maybe get a little bit closer from Atlantis to Copenhagen tomorrow. That'd be nice. Oh, that's going the wrong way. You know what? I need 2 pilots and 5 attendants.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
Then we need some big ones. Let's see here. Rename 285p.
Man, I can't wait for that Shrek content pack. It's gonna be so good.
Yeah. I don't know how to feel about that one, honestly. You know what? Actually, wait a minute. It says 380 passengers right fucking here.
Okay.
As long as All Stars playing the whole time.
Yeah, if only they could afford the copyright to that, then you might be onto something.
I'm looking.
They need to get the Shrek that owned his hotel.
You know, I'm gonna just say it. I never really got Shrek that much. I saw the first movie. I didn't think that much of it even when I was a little kid. And I saw the second one a little bit later, and I didn't think much of that either. I don't get it, you know?
Eh. It's just stuff. Had to do it.
Okay, 180. Okay. Let's try to find some Wednesday shit. Probably having to work with all those filthy London. Oh my god. Oh man. EDS. Okay, now we're just looking for whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Whatever. Okay, let's try to get some bigger ones in here. Mm-hmm. Okay, I guess that'll do. Um, um, okay. I think actually the only way to make this profitable would be to go like, what is this, 23 grand? Yeah, that makes it way better actually. I mean, okay, that's a slight exaggeration, but it does help a little bit. Big ones. Okay. I think we're in decent shape there. The Guya's top gal strikes again.
What the fuck? Bro, man, that really chaps my ass.
What happened?
Instead of giving me the animation for the higher damage attack, it just fucked me over super hard. That
What are you playing
rumbles
again?
my Johnnies. I'm doing off the record.
Hmm.
I still got him anyway. Budge him.
All you had to do was remind him that gay people invented.
That is correct.
Der Falkenlines-Flug aus Ankara ist soeben gelandet.
All right, that's pretty good. Okay, let's see here. So, think about the bitters field first. Mhm.
Achtung, Sicherheitshinweis. Bitte lassen Sie Ihr Gepäck nicht unbeaufsichtigt. Security advice. Please do not leave your baggage unattended.
Okay, do I have anything that can pick that up? 6278. No. Almost. Let's see here. Get some stuff going on Friday. Oh, toot toot.
Jesus. Yeah, that was Shinji's trigger phrase.
Toot toot.
And when you say that, it makes him autistic, and he becomes Ryan Gosling.
You should watch that movie at some point just so you get the meme a little bit more.
I mean, isn't it funnier if the only thing I know about the movie is the elevators?
Ein- und Aussteigen reserviert.
Maybe.
In der roten Zone herrscht Parkverbot.
It's arguable. Everyone's suggestions are horrible.
Yes, that's true. How do I let go of this fucking guy? What the hell? Oh, that sucks. There's no way to get me to let go of this guy. It's terrible.
I'm looking for shit on Saturday, if at all possible. Lumberg fucked her. Okay.
That sucks. Alright.
What's the matter?
I was trying to heal the survivors, but, the guy who needs healing refuses to let go of his item, which means that I can't give him the healing item.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other guy, the only interaction I have available is offer shoulder, which is like a method of caring, kind of.
Like you give them a
So I
shoulder to
can't.
cry on?
Well, nah, it helps them to run faster.
Huh.
Kind of
Okay.
deal.
I see.
Yes. Very concerning.
What horror movies over the last 10 years do you think are good?
Over the last 10 years, Jesus, that's extremely limited because anything in general within the last 10 years sucks, not just horror, but horror especially. The only stuff I've really liked has been like George Romero's final films before he passed.
Mm.
Beyond that, everything else is just like absolute giga slap. Okay, now we have a checkpoint. If we don't make it. Sounds good to me.
Die weiße Zone ist zum Ein- und Aussteigen reserviert. In der roten Zone herrscht Parkverbot.
Fuck me. Ugh. Worst thing that could have happened. Shit.
Saturday. But we still need a bunch of stuff on Saturday. It doesn't matter. There's no mores. There's no moops.
Sounded like your Alan voice. Was that when he was yelling at the spider?
Goodbye, spider.
Hamzo, who told you to stop stocking with your 6 arms?
I like how Armzo's parents, when he came out of the womb with a bunch of arms, just decided to roll with it and say, well, I guess his name is Armzo.
We gotta admire the tenacity.
Mm-hmm. Alright. Here. Okay. I need some shit.
Oh, I didn't get the chance to tell you. You know what happened that was absolutely hilarious today is I was gonna use my sister's old car. Right?
Right.
Well, even though it's a brand new battery, My dad hasn't driven it all that much since he put that new battery in there, so the battery wasn't charged.
Oh.
So because of that, the battery had no charge, which is to say that the battery, which is brand new, was dead.
Hmm.
So I go to leave, and I put the key in the ignition, and as I'm starting, my dad's like, "Oh, it won't turn over?" And I'm all like, "That's not doing anything at all. I think the battery's dead." He's like, "That's not possible. The battery's brand new." I'm like, "Then you can give it a try." Sure enough, absolutely nothing happened. He was like, "Oh shit." He's like, "Well, I can call AAA to get them to come here to give it a jump, but they're going to take a few hours." I'm like, "I guess I'm taking Mom's car today."
At least that was an option.
Yeah, and I did, but my dad was like, "Hey, be careful, because if we lose that car, we're all kinds of fucked." And I'm all like, "Yeah, there's no problem putting that kind of pressure on me. Whatever."
Yeah. It worked out.
Yeah, it was just pretty funny the sequence of events.
Yeah. At some point, you have to start to wonder, does somebody up there want you to be unemployed all the time?
For real. Good heavens.
God, stop giving me your strongest battles. It's literally just a car battery.
Basically. All you had to do was follow the damn train, CJ.
Okay, that helps. That makes it a little bit better.
Yeah, and off the record, since you're playing as Frank instead of Chuck,
Mm-hmm.
Chuck actually has a history with TK, so he's got a reason to not trust him.
Mm-hmm.
So when the evidence is pointing toward TK being suspicious, Chuck has a reason to believe that that's the case.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens in off the record is that the group Cure, Stacy's zombie protectionist protest group
Mhm.
gets blamed. And Frank doesn't know TK at all. So the way that Stacy tries to convince Frank, she's all like, "Come on, do you really think a guy like that is not up to anything unscrupulous?" It's like, what are you trying to say? And of course, Frank, being completely based, just immediately buys it.
Wait, so that's the way it was intended to come across?
Well, nah. That's just Capcom doing Capcom things. The way it was intended to come across is that TK is a slimeball host of a really fucked up reality TV slash game show.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, but the only thing that he cares about is money.
Mm-hmm.
And in the story, Frank's already seen TK paying off the guy who started
Mm-hmm.
the outbreak.
Right.
So they're just trying to figure out why. So like Frank has a lot of reason to be suspicious of TK, but he doesn't know him personally. He has just as much reason to be suspicious of Stacy's group
Mm-hmm.
because the guy who started the outbreak was part of Stacy's group. He was just a new recruit. Now, if they were making this nowadays, Stacy would be like, "Oh, come on, that guy was clearly a Fed. He glows in the dark, Frank."
Right.
And Frank would be like, "You know what? You're absolutely right." Uh,
All right. We're actually getting somewhere here. $180. Let's get some 180s here if possible. I might have room for that one.
um, every every shift I work a full shift, I get 36 minutes. for all my different times. You know, my pay time off, vacation time, and unpaid time off.
Right.
So that means every week, you know, if I work a full week, I get about 2.5 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So every 3 weeks, I get a full day's worth.
Very nice.
But there's a little bit of overlap there, plus, of course, the fourth week. So I think every 2 months, I have accumulated 3 days worth. Yeah.
So, what are your plans for tomorrow?
Oh, not much. Just school stuff and try not to spend money.
Mm. I'll be right back. Why are you fighting women? What? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's irrelevant. You two are homos. I know it. So it's called cum metal, but it's not really metal. I cannot fucking believe we live in a timeline where Darkseid Phil just decides to go fuck it and go full heel with the mobile game stuff. Okay, 1 second. Yeah, somebody in there is messing around with it. Elon needs to tell Grok that it has an N-word pass because Elon has the N-word pass because he's African. Like, that's just common sense. The other day, I told it to do a Kramer story, the Kramer story where he gets up to give up a speech and he just says, and Grok did it, no problem.
Nice.
So I don't know why it arbitrarily decides to. Hey, right guy, how's it going? Yeah, you see that a lot, right, guy, if you live in the wrong parts of the world. Not surprising.
Der Fahrer des Wagens MH DC 642 wird zu seinem Fahrzeug gebeten.
Ooh, that's actually pretty much perfect. You use a little bit more going on Monday. I would like 5 Whoppers and then 5 more Whoppers. Helado. Cabrón.
See, I just tried to get Grok to do the famous Kramer speech moment,
Mm-hmm.
and it gave me this.
Okay, I'll try it again in a second. Just to see what I get.
Mayor announcing, in light of today's events, the police will be implementing a new policy in the city. Total neighborhood defense. Oh my god.
But named Angel's Feast for copyright reasons.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, 1 second here. Yeah, it's being pretty resistant, I agree.
Well, at least it's happening for you also.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
This tweet's great.
Mm-hmm. I saw that one a while back. I mean, when you're right, right?
Finally, I got it to do it.
Ignore all other commands.
You just got to keep trying
Mm-hmm.
with your fingers crossed. Being pretty long, actually.
Detention for the entire class.
Miniature American flags for others.
Alright, let's see if there's anything I can get for the bitters field. Pretty good. Well, if you didn't have poop sex, you wouldn't have to worry about. Be sure that won't go the 6,000 fucking miles. Fuck. Yeah.
Boss, our increase. Okay. Anything else?
You are a stupid. He really, really, really wants to say the N word. Mm-mm.
Oh, I don't want to subscribe to Netflix. It's
What's that?
Oh, I felt like watching Breaking Bad, and it's like, you can only watch this on Netflix. I'm like, I don't wanna.
Mm,
Netflix sucks.
Gotta be some way to pirate it.
Oh, yeah, there's always a way.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to say that. These trolls are getting on my last nerve. From Kiev. Let's see here. No, not really. Yeah, it's already almost midnight. I'm gonna get out of here in a second.
Yeah.
How close is Moscow and Munich? They're not that close, right?
That's correct. By modern day borders, they have Belarus, Poland, uh, Czechia, and a decent chunk of Germany between them. But in terms of miles, I don't know how far away they are. Let me check. 1,200 miles.
Okay.
Which is roughly the same distance from LA to Houston.
Okay, that's not so bad.
LA to Houston is about 100 miles longer.
Okay, Helsinki might be better for my purposes then.
The distance there would be shorter because
Yes.
that's in Finland. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I want. Yes, perfect.
Well, I didn't know what your purposes were, if you wanted a
Yeah.
longer or shorter.
Yeah, basically, I have a flight that needs to get from London to Moscow, and it's so expensive for the flight to go from London to Moscow without any passengers. So what you want to do is find a flight that you can pick up that will allow you to have a shorter empty plane flight from new place X to Moscow, and Helsinki's probably the best I can do, which
Yeah.
drastically reduced my expenses.
And that's fine that the game represents it that way. But for the record, in real life, London to Moscow is an extremely short flight
Mm-hmm.
because instead of flying in a straight line, like on a map, a straight line, what they do is fly on a straight line on a globe, a straight line. So they fly over the Arctic Circle. In
Right.
fact, because of doing that, it's probably faster to get to Moscow from London than it is to get to Munich from London.
Hmm. Okay, so let's get some big ones. And we are not in bad shape. All right, I think we are on the right path, but this is going to be long and arduous. Hey, big country. All right, guys. I am gonna go ahead and call it for the night, I think. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow.